Boston was down. Now, they are hardly out.
Rondo with the fake. Oh, what a beauty.
Never underestimate a champion.
Boston Celtics take Game 3 here on their home floor.
Despite another heroic game from LeBron James, the Miami Heat fell flat on the road. Boston's balance was simply too much.
We're not satisfied with just one win. You know, they've defended their home court, and in a couple days we'll do the same.
A pivotal Game 4 awaits. Two teams, one mission. Which way will the momentum swing? The intensity and drama of the Eastern Conference Finals continues next on ESPN. Boston, your Celtics title hopes are still alive. A basketball team gritty and determined, like you. But on this night, it will take more than passion. It will take precision, toughness, and a little attitude. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals is next on ESPN. The rafters here echo of legends past. A parquet floor that helped create an iconic franchise and grow the game. Boston, you have a new set of basketball heroes trying to cement their own legacy. Now, another test awaits. Against an elite team desperate for victory. In your town, on your turf, not if you can help it, Boston.
In Game 3, Boston once again brought the effort, this time securing a desperately needed reward. Miami wouldn't go down quietly, not until fleeting thoughts of victory were snapped away by the Celtics' superb conductor. Will the Celtics square things, or can Miami regain control? A series owned by the home team arrives at Game 4.
Boston has hosted so many huge basketball games in the month of June. This year, no exception. Two talented, experienced teams know very well what's at stake tonight. About 30 minutes to go until opening tip. An important road game for LeBron and Miami.
You know, we felt good about, controlling home. We got here and we didn't play well, but we haven't got too high and we haven't got too low in this whole series.
You know, obviously the way we win is defensively. If we have some games where we're offensively, we're all playing well, but you can't depend on it as much as you can depend on defense.
We have to first come out and compete at a much higher level, and a level that we're very capable of. And those big muscle, hustle, 50-50 areas, whoever's won those has won the game, and that'll probably be the biggest key to this game.
The issue for Miami in Game 3 wasn't getting to the free throw line, but hitting them. They were just 10 for 20 for the game and are shooting a pathetic 63% during this series. Boston, on the other hand, made 10 more foul shots in Game 3.
Michael, I'm going back to the bench play in this series. Boston pulled away in Game 3 in part because of Keon Dooley and Marquise Daniels off the bench. Those two combined for 16 points.
And on the flip side, Magic, LeBron just didn't get a lot of help. On Friday, he scored 34 points on 16 for 26 shooting. The rest of the Heat starters combined scored only 35 while hitting just 15 shots, one fewer than LeBron.
A big part of the Game 3 story for Boston, points in the paint. The Celtics' 58 points in the paint are their most in any game this season and their most in the playoffs since 2008. This might be the ticket for the Celtics to get to the finals. Look at the difference Kevin Garnett made last game. It was his 11th double-double in these playoffs. When he was on the court, the Heat shot only 38%, as opposed to 84% when he sat down. A 44-point swing as well. KG has been a difference maker in these playoffs, to say the least. Continues to go small, where they dominated in the paint, as we heard, 58 points. If he could do that, take Wade or LeBron out of the game, the Boston Celtics will tie this.
Well, that's why I want to see it. Dwayne Wade said this. He said, I want to see what Coach Spo, what adjustments he makes. Dwayne, he's looking for them to get him.
At guard, at forward, even at center. LeBron James has come up huge for Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals, but he can't beat the Celtics alone. So will he get enough help tonight, or are we going back to South Beach all square? Tonight, LeBron James can become the 20th player in NBA history to reach 3,000 playoff points. He needs only 3 to get there, and when he gets it, he will become the youngest player ever to reach that mark. With more on the Heat, let's go out to JB and Irvin, Siskel and Ebert in our film room. Dwayne Wade and the Heat haven't exactly felt at home in Boston in the playoffs. Miami 3-3 away from home overall in the postseason. And now only 1-5 as a franchise in Boston. JB and Irvin, maybe you can help them in the film room.
Series had it not been for Mario Chalmers, the way he's played, he's been terrific. And we go role players on the other side. You mentioned it. You said the bench would be a factor. Can Marquise Daniels, can Keon Dooling continue to do the thing?
He's just been a dominant player, not only this season, but also this postseason. When they needed him the most in that Pacer game, he rose to the occasion. 44 points. I mean, this guy just can do it all. LeBron James is the MVP of the postseason.
Dwayne Wade didn't get to the foul line of 42 minutes in Game 3. The first time he didn't attempt a free throw in a game, he played in more than 35 minutes his entire career.
Wow.
Can't imagine that's going to happen again tonight, not if Eric Spoelstra can help it.
Okay? And we're going to need a game from everyone. All right? And everyone has to be involved, whether you're in it in the game or not. Okay? The one thing I know for sure is everybody tonight, okay, especially how loud it is out there, everybody should be over-communicating right from the get, okay? Every situation, everything, it'll get you active into the game. Over-communicate. Use your voice. It'll intimidate, okay? We need everybody involved in this, and it has to be an absolute strength of one, okay, to get this job done.
Was a topic of conversation in the locker room and to a certain extent a level of discontent, but when the conversation picked up steam, it was these two gentlemen who pulled their teammates up short and said this is not to be discussed outside our locker room. The outcome of that game extended beyond the free throw line. We are a no-excuse basketball team. Mike?
They've been saying that phrase all season long, Doris. Welcome to Boston and a packed and raucous TD Garden. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. As we look at the playoff brackets so far in the conference finals, no road wins. San Antonio and Oklahoma City deadlocked at 2. The home team has won all 4. And this turns into a heck of a compelling series. Dwayne Wade and the Heat looking to bounce back after their 5-game playoff winning streak was snapped. And as you look at the starting lineups, a change for Eric Spoelstra. Joel Anthony will start for the first time in the postseason. He was the regular center during most of the regular season, but here in the playoffs he gets to start. Ronny Turiaf and Udonis Haslem will come off the bench. Them all tied at 2 games apiece. There's been 8 games. The home teams won all 8. As this series will now shift back to Miami for Game 5. Up next on ESPN Sports Center with much more post-game reaction. So for Jeff Van Gundy, Doris Burke, producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, and our outstanding ESPN crew, Mike Breen saying thanks for watching from Boston. We'll see you shortly on Sports Center. Coming up next.